Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about winter backpacking gear today. Guys, here it is. This is my complete winter backpacking gear list. So let's just take a look at this and see what all I bring for a cold weather trip. So right here, this is the Hammock Gear Burrow 30 top quilt. And then of course we have the Superior Wilderness frameless 35 pack. That is now the only pack that I have. I got rid of my long haul 50 simply because my gear's dialed in so much that a 35 is more than enough for what I need. And then up here we have the Climate X pillow, and then the quilt underneath is actually a Costco top quilt. And the reason I bring that is I use that top quilt as like a liner inside of my 30-degree burrow if the temperature is going to get down below 30. Now I've used my Hammock Gear burrow down to 30 degrees several times, and I've always been fine with just that. But when I do go below 30, I use the Costco top quilt as a liner. And then over here we have the Adidas Terrex ARX2s. I've been rocking those for about 3 years. I love those things. And then I got a bunch of different stuff sacks here. And what I do is I use these stuff sacks like a pod system. So I got this one, which is like a 6-liter bag. I use that as my food bag. I have the zpacks large rectangular dry bag, and I use that to put all my quilts in and my hammock, basically my entire sleep system. And then I also have the Superior Wilderness lunchbox, and this one's a 12-liter, and everything else goes in there. So I put like all my clothes and extra stuff in there. So I basically have 3 bags inside of my backpack, and that fills up the space very nicely. I do bring trekking poles. Even though I don't hike with trekking poles, I like to use those to set up my hammock in porch mode. Let's move down to the coats. I have the Columbia Omni Shield rain jacket. And then I have this. This is the Black Diamond Assess hybrid jacket. And I absolutely love that jacket. It's actually vented on the sides. This is like a stretchy mesh material, so I don't overheat in it. It's a nice jacket to hike in. And it's made out of the Permaloft, I think is what it is. So it is a synthetic. Don't have to worry about it getting wet. Keeps me plenty warm. I use that down into the low teens, and I'm usually fine. And if I do need an extra layer, then I'll just throw on the raincoat over top of that. And then let's get into stuff that I wear, my clothes. I always bring the Columbia beanie hat. As far as my socks go, these are the People branded medium weight wool socks. Very nice socks. I like those to hike in the winter time. And then in the summertime, I just use a lightweight wool sock. And as far as my clothes go, I wear like a sport active underwear. These are Tesla branded underwear. They're just like a mesh underwear, kind of like a knockoff of the Ex Officio. I used to wear the Adidas Climate Cool, but I found that these have actually lasted longer and they are a lot cheaper. So that's the underwear I wear. And then as far as base layers, this is the Realtree insulated long johns. Can take these down to probably, I don't know, probably about 15 degrees, and I'm fine with that. And then this is this here is the Russell branded insulated shirt. It's about the equivalent of an Under Armour 3.0. Just use this to sleep in. And then as far as what I hike in, this is a Under Armour 2.0 cold gear shirt. And I like to hike in a single layer. So this is all I'll hike in. And if I do get cold, like I said, I'll just throw one of the jackets on. So that's my shirt that I hike in the winter. And then these are my pants. I've been wearing these for like 3 years. I love these pants. They're like a spandex polyester blend pant. They're like a knockoff of the like the Zion stretch pants. I think these particular pants are the Outback brand rider pants maybe. But let's see, I'll check that for sure. Yeah, Outback Rider brand is what these are. I got those at Dunham's, and those pants have been awesome. So that's my clothes that I wear. And then I always bring the smart water bottles, 2 1-liter bottles for those. This is the Dutch sit pad. And then as far as my ground sheet, I just use an old compactor bag. Cut it open, works very well. If it gets worn out, just switch it out. And then I have the Dream Hammock, Darien. You guys know I like to hang in the trees, so that's always there. I used a UGQ widebody 11, silpoly tarp. And then this is my pack towel. As far as my power goes for recharging things, I used a Fospower. This is a 10,000 MHA or whatever you call that stuff. I don't know. But I use that. Can usually charge my phone like 4 times with that. And then this is a zpacks small zip bag, and I just use that for my ditty bag. So there you have it, guys. That's my entire cold weather backpacking gear. I don't know how I forgot to put this in my gear, but I do use the ThermaRest XTherm sleep pad in my hammock and on the ground. It's pretty much my all-around pad, and it works great for me. But yeah, I don't know how I forgot to put that in my gear when I was going through it. That wouldn't be good if that happened on a backpacking trip. It'd be bad news. So yeah, I do use the ThermaRest XTherm.